Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dueling Disney. We've got, we're on YouTube today, as well as on the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Andee Zilmerman.
I am the other one of your hosts, Aldee.
And this is my daughter, Emma. Emma, say hi.
I did. Hi.
Oh.
Her hair is plum.
My hair.
Her hair is plum. We've had quite the week here in the Zilmerman household, but everything's good to go now. You know, you get bored when you're in quarantine sometimes, right?
I don't. I'm trying to get a doctorate, so I just need a break. I need a day to not be a student.
Okay, good. Well, today is the perfect thing we're doing for a break because Al and I, every once in a while, need to brush up on our trivia knowledge. So Emma has agreed to be host for our little trivia contest today. But before we get into that, we're all going to talk about what we've done this week, Disney related, and what that is. So Al, I'm going to have you start first. What was your Disney week?
Okay, my Disney week. I'm like 3 days behind everybody else's Disney week because I had class this weekend and I am like crazy busy right now with school. And so the thing that everybody else watched Thursday night, I just watched last night, which was the Disney Family Sing-Along. And it was pretty cool and I liked it. They had Beyonce on it. They had a couple other pretty cool people on it. And I was surprisingly, I did not expect to be as moved as I was by the cast of High School Musical singing We're All in This Together.
Really?
Nobody was more surprised than I was. I was really kind of like, yeah, we really are in this together. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, I didn't watch it live because we don't have. It was on ABC, right? But we don't have ABC here. We just have the cable and or not even the cable, but the like Hulu and Netflix and things. But Emma said
don't
it
let
was
the Disney Corporation find out you don't have ABC.
I had Disney Plus.
They're never going to sponsor this podcast. They were about to sponsor this podcast 2 seconds ago.
I think they have other things on their minds right now. But then Emma, you saw it on Hulu, right?
Well, I started watching it. All I cared about was Derek Huff's dancing, Be Our Guest. And then I saw the High School Musical thing because Charlie DeMeo was in it, and I don't like her that much. She's fine. I don't know. But
well, now she's not going to watch our YouTube channel.
Okay. I don't think
she's not going to sponsor our podcast. Come on.
That's okay. She's fine. I don't know much about her, but the thing is, she was 2 when the movie came out, so people were freaking out because she doesn't really know it like we do.
Oh, got it.
I don't know if you know this, Emma, but people can actually still watch those movies.
Well, yeah, no, I get that, but
well, how old were you when the movie came out? You were like
6.
Most Disney movies came out before I was born, and I'm 50. So
that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. I don't have anything against her as a person. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not gonna watch it at all.
Well, then is that your Disney week, Emma? Watching that, or did you have something else?
No, I watched the Coco live music at the Hollywood Bowl.
That looked cool.
So good. It's really good. I would recommend. It's like 40 minutes. But also, for my workout, one of my workouts this week, I learned the dance from Descendants 2 for What's Your Name. I learned a portion of that because on like Disney Channel UK and like Disney Broadway, they've been releasing for a while like choreography videos and stuff from their shows and movies and Broadway. So I thought that was fun. That was my old Disney of the week.
Nice.
Oh, this is good Disney week. All right. And mine also has to do with Disney Plus because what else is there to do? Watch television. I would like to tell everyone that we played the Disney Villains game again last night, and I won in record time, mind you. That game usually takes us about an hour and a half to finish, and I won in 20 minutes?
So does that mean you're like the person in the house most like a Disney villain? I don't understand.
Yeah, actually, I was had the role of Maleficent last night, which just makes sense on so many levels.
That checks out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, so we played Disney villains, but also we've been addicted to Jeff Goldblum. So
I love that show.
I know it is a good show, but we've been like just watching it. And I think for me, the funny thing is watching the girls watch Jeff Goldblum because they've only seen Jeff Goldblum in things like, Thor Ragnarok or what else, Emma? Have you guys seen Jurassic Park even? I don't even know if you guys saw Jurassic Park. But it's funny because Jeff Goldblum is Jeff Goldblum and the girls are like, wait a second, that's how his character was in Ragnarok. You're like,
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
him.
he's Goldblum. He's always been Goldblum. He's always going to be Goldblum.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's a fun show to watch right now. Just to, I don't know. He's out and about. If we can't be out and about, he's out and about, or was.
Well, used to be before
at one time. I know. So
it's very interesting, educational.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never knew there was so much about like shoes.
Right. But also ice cream, and he came to Portland. Well, he came to Portland with the shoes to do Adidas, but also he came to Portland to do Salt and Straw, our ice cream place up here. So he talked about that for ice cream.
Yeah. And he was in Modesto at like a car event, which is like 45 minutes from Merced. It's crazy.
Right. Oh, that is crazy.
I don't even go to Modesto. Sorry for all our listeners in Modesto.
We have a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our Disney week. Emma, why don't you tell our listeners what the rules are, how this trivia contest is going to work, and you have to promise that I have not seen the questions because I really haven't.
And a prediction for who's going to win.
Yeah.
So, I can't even predict right now. My brain is so dead.
You can't set yourself up at the beginning to lose later. So,
You guys are both very Disney oriented, so I don't really know who's gonna win, because I feel like whenever we're at Disney together, we always talk about different things we know, and I feel like you both have a different perspective. So I think it could go either way.
Okay.
But Mom has not seen the questions, and all the questions were assigned randomly. So I went through, I didn't even look at what the question was, I just assigned them. So there's 6 questions per category. So they're going to each get 3 questions per category. The first person is going to have a chance to answer their question. If they can't answer it, it'll go to the next person and they'll get that point. With the music category, which is our first one, I'm going to play 5 seconds. If they don't get that, I'll play 10 seconds. If they don't get that, I'll play 15 seconds. And if they don't get that and the other person knows it, then they can answer. But I won't play any more of the music unless they both don't know.
Wait a second.
And I don't think that's likely.
Wait, so if you play 5 seconds for Al and he doesn't get it, do I get the same 5 seconds?
No.
Wait, but then he can just get 15 seconds and get a point.
Well, he could.
I think we both know that I'm not likely to do that.
You each get the opportunity to have 15 seconds on your turn. Does that make sense? If you cannot get it in 15 seconds, the other person has that opportunity.
All right.
You already heard
That's
the
a long
music.
time. 15 seconds.
It's equally applied. So either way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Many music trivia challenges. This is the fairest way I could think.
Okay. And then
And she is the fairest one of all.
Ask the mirror on the wall. Okay, so you don't like my my score sheet?
Well, because I think you'll cheat, so I'm going.
Why would I cheat? Okay.
Because you never know.
All right.
Okay. How about you keep score, and I'll also keep score, and if we come up with different in the end, we'll try to figure it out. But it's good to have another score.
Okay.
So, are we ready?
We're ready. Who's going first? Are you going
ready.
First? Is Al going first?
Mom is going first.
Oh, Mom is going first on this. Okay.
Okay. And this is a music challenge. Let's just try a song though to make sure it all works. That's not on the trivia question, if that makes sense.
Car Wash by Rose Royce.
Okay, can you hear it okay?
No, not at all.
Not even a little bit.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I'm glad we tested this out. Okay.
Okay, we can definitely hear that.
I think we got that.
Okay, cool. So we got to get in between mark.
Okay.
Is that okay, Mom?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
Okay, but do you know that song?
Oh, that was that we were already playing? I thought you were just
but
testing
I'm
it
just
out.
curious. No, I was, but I'm just curious if you knew that song.
Was it a Disney song?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I was
Okay,
just
it's
trying
fine,
to hear.
because I was just curious. It was Life is the Highway from.
Well, I know. That's what I was going to say. Oh, because it's from Cars. I literally was going to say Life is a Highway, but I'm like, oh, no, that's not a Disney song.
Well, okay. There are Disney and Pixar.
I think it's fair.
Well, okay, but that was just a test. That was the test. I was going to say Life is a Highway, but I forgot about Cars. I was thinking more of The Office when I was thinking Life is a Highway, when Michael Scott was Driving with Daryl, but okay.
That's fair. Okay,
Okay.
that's fair. Now another rule. There are some Pixar questions in here as well, but no Marvel and no Star Wars.
Okay.
Okay, Mom, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you need more time? More time?
I do.
Okay, that's your 15 seconds.
Wow. Okay. 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 I'm gonna guess. Is it? It's not.
You have to also name the song in the movie.
Oh, it's gotta be from a movie.
Well, okay, song is 1 point, movie is
1
point.
now we're getting more than 1 point.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Dang,
that's all right. Works
the
for
rules
me.
are changing.
Sorry.
And it's from a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know because at first I was thinking it was like from a fireworks like show or something.
Nope.
With that much piano?
Okay, I have to give up on that one. I didn't get that one. It's got to go to Al.
Al, do you know what it is?
It is Power of Love from The Karate Kid Part 2.
I don't love you.
How can you guys not know this? Especially you, Mom. I listen to this song all the time. Okay, I'll give it. No, nobody wants to guess anymore.
Mom, I guessed. It was from a Karate Kid.
Okay. It's Lost in the Woods from Frozen 2.
Oh,
for crying out loud.
I was totally okay. I'm not even.
I should have guessed it was like a modern Frozen-y. Yeah.
Now I hear it. And I wasn't even going. God, I gotta get my brain. See, I told you. What did I say?
It's so good because I was like, this sounds like a boy bandy kind.
That's exactly why I was thinking of fireworks, like Happily Ever After at Walt Disney World, and I was like going for that whole. What's that guy's name? Jordan Fisher. I was going for that whole like. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But in fact, it was Jonathan Groff being a boy band. Okay, so I didn't get anything on that.
Favorite songs from that movie. Okay, Al, are you ready?
I am, in fact, ready.
Okay. You need more time?
Yeah, a little bit. Is it from Tarzan?
No.
The camp song.
Really? Oh, no. Wow.
Okay, Mom, he used his 10 seconds. What do you think it is?
Wait, do I get 15 seconds?
You can if you need. He guessed. So you need 5 more seconds?
Yeah, I do. Make way! Oh, it's Moana.
Yes. What's the song called?
It's Christopher. It's the guy that played Washington on Hamilton.
Uh-huh.
Oh God. Okay.
No, you cannot sing through the whole song.
It's the Going My Way or the on my way. No, that's Brother Bear. Make way, make way.
Okay, your time is up. What's your guess? No guess for the title.
Oh, I have it. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah, you have 1 point for Moana. Okay, it's Where You Are from Moana. Okay.
And let's be clear, if there's anything from Brother Bear, I will not get it because that's a terrible movie.
I don't even say that. I love Brother Bear. Please, just shut your mouth.
You are incorrect.
Phil Collins did that, and it is an awesome soundtrack.
From a terrible movie.
No. Are you ready, Mom, for yours?
Yes, I'm really sad about the Moana thing, though. We suck. This isn't going to be a very good episode.
Yeah, because it's all from like modern stuff, which we knew would be a challenge.
Yeah, that's fair. I chose pretty modern stuff.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
You need more time? More time?
God, I know what it is.
Do you need more time?
No, keep going.
It's 15 seconds. All 15 seconds sounded exactly the same.
This is really hard for me right now.
Okay, I'm giving up because I just can't take that time.
No, are you sure? You don't even want to give a guess.
I'm brain dead. This is why you and your sister are imperative when we play on the cruise, because you guys get all the modern stuff and I get all the old stuff.
Yeah, well,
Dad gets the Marvel stuff.
I'm just gonna say I'm disappointed in you for giving up. But Al, please go ahead.
Sounds like a travel-y movie. I'm gonna say Car Wash from the Goofy movie.
No, it's not. Okay, so is it On My Way from Brother Bear? Damn it!
See, now that's not fair.
I just said it. No, okay, you already said that's not fair. But I was like, that's what I thought the other song was. And then
and the part that's not fair is Brother Bear is a terrible movie and nobody should like anything from it.
Everybody, I'm on my way.
Talking about that, it was already the song I had queued up next, and I'm pretty sad.
No,
I'm not saying the game is unfair. I'm saying it's unfair that Disney made a terrible movie named Brother Bear. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a terrible movie, and not only that, but I knew it. I knew it. I'm not being good under pressure. This quarantine is killing me. I mean, not literally. I'm not dying of COVID like many people are. But my gosh, that was so easy, and I blew it.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do for the last two songs that you guys have. I'm just going to play the 15 seconds full. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, yes, I think that's wise. Yes.
So, Al.
Okay.
Yes.
Yours is next. Are you ready?
I am, in fact, ready.
Wait, I need to do one more where I play just the 5 seconds, so then it's fair for both
That's
of
fine.
you. I did 2 songs for you, Mom, with the... Okay. Yes, this will be Al's. You need more time?
Give me more time. I know the movie. I'm trying to remember the specific thing.
I don't even know the name of the song. I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
I'm playing it in my head. It's from Mary Poppins Returns.
Uncle
The cover is not a book.
Yeah, dang it! That's exactly what it is.
Now that's a good movie. I love that movie.
Well, agreed.
You have no reference. You have no way to defend yourself. You like Brother Bear.
I love Brother Bear.
This is amazing. How you not listen to the soundtrack? Okay, you're telling me you like the Tarzan soundtrack, but you don't like the Brother Bear soundtrack?
Yes, because
Kind
the
of the
movie
same soundtrack.
underlying it, Tarzan was a good movie, and Brother Bear was the worst movie that wasn't Home on the Range.
I don't even know how you're. I do love Home on the Range, but I don't know how you're putting them together.
They killed hand-drawn animation, the both of them.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. Okay, Em, it's my turn.
I will be playing 15 seconds of this
Okay.
fully.
I already know it. I only needed 5. I only needed 5. And you want to know why I know this song?
Yeah.
Because you have the answers in that tiny hat?
Yes, I have the answers to that tiny hat. It's Try Everything from Zootopia. No, a couple of years ago, like for a PE class, the kids had to do a dance to this song. We've done it over and over and over and over. Try Everything. Got it.
Well, I don't have children, so thank you.
Well, it had nothing to do with my children. It had to do with the children that I taught at school. I'm just saying.
Al, are you ready?
I am, in fact, ready.
Okay. Also, I need to...
That is Kung Fu Fighting from the Bruce Lee film, The Chinese Connection.
No. Mom, do you have a guess?
Do it again.
I cannot do it again. That's not the rules.
It's fine with me if you do it again.
No, you're right. I don't remember it a while, but no, this was not our category.
I know. Well, it's a newer stuff. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's not boring for our listeners.
How do you know that? Unless they're getting them all, or they're like, you're idiots and you shouldn't have a podcast.
Because that's what's happening.
You don't even have a guess?
No.
Not even a 70s disco number?
It sounded like old, like Pinocchio. Well, When You Wish Upon a Star, I'm gonna guess, but it sounded like all the little fairy stuff. What is it?
It's What's This from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, of course it is.
What's this? What's this?
What's this?
And you love that guy.
Music in the Air. I love that song.
Let's see. In the lead, we have Mom with 3 points and Al with 2 points. And this was a total of, you could have earned 6 points each. So
I'm telling you, it is pretty sad.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Next, we are moving on to parks trivia.
Okay.
Nice.
This is pretty good. If you need a pencil and paper for this, some of the questions are pretty lengthy.
All right.
So we
Hold
have
on.
to take notes.
Okay. Okay, Mom.
Oh, I'm going first again?
You're going to go first in all the rounds because that's just how it generated.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for your first question?
Yes.
Okay. What are the 2 most popular rides in Magic Kingdom? So in Disney World Magic Kingdom.
Oh, man. This is a trivia question? Okay. 2 most popular rides in Disney World's Magic Kingdom. 2 most popular rides.
You could get half a point if you name one.
Okay. The 2 most popular rides in Magic Kingdom are the train and Space Mountain.
No.
Okay.
Do you have any guesses as to what the 2 most popular rides in Magic Kingdom are?
I would say Peter Pan, and it's been 10 years since I've been there, so I could be completely off on which park this is in, Pirates of the Caribbean.
No. So the 2 most popular rides, which I learned at Disney University, just being there, are Haunted Mansion and Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
Those are
what was that, Haunted Mansion and what?
Jungle Cruise, because that's what Walt worked on the most.
Okay, that makes sense.
He always had the longest wait time.
I should have guessed it, those, because I love the Haunted Mansion.
Well, so do I, but I was thinking of thrill rides and nostalgia, so I totally missed those. We suck. We like so suck at this. So
30 years ago, we were really good at this.
We were,
because you could do the hard questions. So
okay. Well, we can't. So anyway, go ahead, Al.
Hey, I haven't given up on myself yet. So, you know.
Okay, your question is, what is the most expensive nighttime show out of all the Disney parks? So out of the whole.
Ooh. The most expensive nighttime show, I would guess World of Color at DCA.
Okay, that is incorrect. Mom, do you have a guess?
Most expensive? Okay, I'm gonna go with it just because it's the newest. Rivers of Light at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Ding, 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 it is.
Yay!
I don't know why, but when I was there, they explained how it's like just the combination of water. Similar, like World of Color, you're kind of on the right track because it's like with the water and the projections, but I think just with the floats, that made it more expensive too and all of that. So it is, out of all the parks, I would have expected it to be like Shanghai or Hong Kong might have had some kind of more expensive one, but it was not. So good.
And I only guessed it because that was the brand newest that I've seen.
Good job, Mom.
And I don't know what shows are at Walt Disney World because I haven't been in 10 years.
Well, yeah, but that's true. Okay. So
you can still keep up. You can still read the news.
I did not say it was unfair. I just said that's why I didn't know.
I know, but I won't get the ones that are overseas. So there you go.
Okay. Well, here we go, Mom.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn. Oh, right. Because, okay.
Name all of the castles at all the Disney parks. So what is the
good one
castle at each Disney park? If you need to take a moment to write this down, you can.
Wait.
So, out of all the Disney parks.
Yeah.
We have Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Disneyland Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Disney World, Disneyland Tokyo, and Disneyland Shanghai.
Yeah. So you're asking me to name 6 castles.
Yeah, what are the names of their castle, of each castle, and which park they correspond with? So if you need to write this down.
I don't, because I hardly know. So I know that Disneyland is Sleeping Beauty's castle. I know that Walt Disney World is Cinderella's castle. I know that Paris is whatever is French for Castle of the Sleeping Beauty. God, is Tokyo? I'm gonna guess Tokyo, Cinderella, and Shanghai, and Hong Kong. Oh no.
That was intense though.
Is it just those two, or is like Belle part of this too?
You still need to name Shanghai and Hong Kong. I'm not telling you.
I know. Do you know the Shanghai one, Al?
You
Or
cannot.
I mean the Hong. Oh, God,
No assisting.
okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say Sleeping Beauty for both Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Well, you got some right, but not all of them right. So I'll give
Okay.
the point to whoever gets the most right.
Okay.
Okay. Al.
Okay. So what I've got is Sleeping Beauty at Disneyland, Cinderella at Walt Disney World. I could be wrong because you had a different answer. I thought Paris was Belle's Castle. Hong Kong, I believe, is Sleeping Beauty. And I got nothing for Shanghai. Tokyo, this is probably wrong and slightly racist, but I'm going to say Mulan, even though she doesn't have a castle in the movie.
It's so completely racist.
Okay, so Mom, you actually
Everyone's a little bit racist.
Mom, you got 4 of the castles. Al got 3 of them. So the Sleeping Beauty Castle is at Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Hong Kong. The Cinderella Castle is at Disney World and Disneyland Tokyo. And in Disneyland Shanghai, their castle is called the Enchanted Storybook Castle.
I had no idea.
We're getting Belle from both of you, but Mom, you get the point because you named the most.
There's no princess named Enchanted Storybook.
There isn't. That's kind of weird.
Hey, princess, I said, what are the names of the castles?
I'm just saying. I'm not blaming you.
I really need to do more research on Shanghai and Hong Kong.
A lot of things out when doing this trivia, when making these questions.
Well, and I just watched like the Disney One Day at Disney. No, what was the Disney Imagineering story? And if I had paid attention,
I know. I'm only up to the 3rd episode, so Epcot and Tokyo Disney. So.
Okay, Al, your question is, what ride is at all of the Disney parks?
At each of the Disney parks, or at each of the like locations?
Yeah, the locations, because you're not going to have one at Disneyland and.
Yeah, okay, like, yeah. I was just verifying. What ride? Huh. Oh, this is a very good question. Oh, good Lord. This is not my answer. I was going to say Space Mountain, but I think they called it something different in Paris. I'm going to say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, that's incorrect. Mom.
Really?
Okay,
then I'm going with my second choice, Haunted Mansion.
Incorrect. It is Dumbo the Flying Elephant.
Oh!
I thought that was surprising too. I wasn't sure. Okay, Mom. And this is your question, but Al, listen closely. It's a long one. Okay. In Disneyland, Country Bear Jamboree was replaced with the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
However, in the ride, there are mounted heads of 3 of the characters from the Jamboree. Who are those characters? Animal and or name will suffice. So if you know how they are or what their name is, yes.
All right. So the buffalo, the moose, and the deer, and they are Biff, Max, and I cannot remember the other one's name. Buffalo, moose, and deer.
Okay, good job. It's I will give you that point because you got most of it. It's actually a buck, not a deer, but they're pretty.
That is a deer.
I know, it's practice. That's why I'm giving you the point. But it's Max is the buck.
Yeah.
Buff, not Biff. Buff.
Okay, Buff.
Buffalo. And Melvin is the moose.
Oh, Melvin. How could I forget that?
I'm really glad you got that because I had no idea. I was going to say Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Really? You don't remember that from Country Bear? Well,
I remember them, but I don't remember their names.
Their names, yeah.
Okay, Al, this is your question. It's a pretty easy one, I think. What is the name of the tunnels that run under the Magic Kingdom?
Utilidors.
Good job. Proud of you. I'm
very
proud of you for that one.
I'm going to tip my screen up so you can see my Superman statue a little bit more.
No, thank you. I will take the points away. Okay. Next category is animated movies. Mom, your first question. Which two characters appear in Frozen during the opening of the gate scene? So like the coronation. What two characters that are not in Frozen originally? Like, you know what I mean. They're from a different movie.
So Flynn Rider and Rapunzel.
Correct.
Man, I just wrote that down.
Did you really?
I only watched that movie
I know you
like a
did.
week ago, so yeah.
Okay, Al, I think this is a pretty easy one too. And you cannot sing through the song. How many eggs does Gaston eat for breakfast?
4 dozen eggs.
Mom, how many eggs does Gaston eat for breakfast?
Ah! I was just singing this song
5.
during the Disney family sing-along.
Well,
5.
you're not paying attention to the lyrics. I'm very sorry.
No, I understand. You were talking about the lyrics. I was talking about the actual guy. He and I have been talking, and he's trying to cut down on his cholesterol.
I feel like 60 eggs for breakfast every morning is not the best diet.
I don't know, but he's roughly the size of a barge.
That's true.
Which, he says like it's a good thing, but I don't.
Mm.
Okay, Mom. What full-length movie was shown in a select number of theaters due to its complicated audio?
Oh, I'm going to say Fantasia.
That is correct. Did you know that one too, Al?
I did.
I'm proud of you.
It was called Fantasound. Can I get an extra point?
Yeah. No. Was it Fantasound? I thought it was something else. I need to do some research on that and get.
It was called Fantasound. It was like something like 8 speakers. It was crazy. It was pretty cool.
Well, don't worry, because I have an easy question for you. All of these actually are pretty easy. This is for Al. Which actor appears in every Pixar movie?
Oh, oh my God. From Cheers, John Ratzenberger.
Yes, good job.
I was like, Cliff.
Cliff. But Cliff's not the man's actual name.
What?
Okay, Mom, you better know this one. In The Emperor's New Groove, what is Kronk's go-to dish? What's his favorite thing to make?
Was it creme brulee?
Wow.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I can picture the scene.
I want to say Bananas Foster.
Oh my God, this is so sad.
I know.
Puffs.
Oh God.
Oh yes.
He says it like 10 million times.
I know he does.
Oh my gosh.
I know he does. Oh yeah, you're right.
Somewhere through a time tunnel, our 20-year-old selves are killing themselves because we're terrible at this.
That was pretty bad.
That's pretty sad, actually. I'm a little disappointed.
That movie is 20 years old almost.
I'm disappointed in myself, if that helps.
It does.
I was actually just talking about that with a friend today. I was literally saying how Yzma is like the best, and we were talking about Emperor's New Groove. But okay,
I cannot claim that's your favorite movie anymore. So
now, to be fair, the things that we were testing ourselves on 20 years ago or 30 years ago were completely before Emma's alive, and almost every question she's asked us is questions from the interim period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
So can we really call ourselves experts anymore? I don't know.
I feel like the next, they're kind of all things I already knew because I was like, I have to make sure these are accurate. So sorry. Okay, Al, this is your question. In Coco, what does Miguel's family make for a living?
Oh, really good question. I can picture the shop, but I can't picture what they make. It's something very dull. There's no music.
That is true. No music. Not music.
I'm gonna say chairs.
Incorrect. Mom, what?
Okay, this is embarrassing because I should know this right off. Now there's something that came in my head, and I don't know if it's right. I don't think it's right. Was this Zapatos? Is it shoes?
Yeah, it is shoes.
Oh,
as soon as you said Zapatos, I was like, yeah, that's it.
Oh my gosh, that was totally one of those things that just lives in my brain somewhere and popped out with me not knowing that was the correct answer.
And I think, to be fair, it's because I've only seen Coco once because I loved it and I cried so much. I was like, I don't think I can do this again.
Yeah, that's fair. That's my favorite movie. I watch.
And Emma does watch that movie all the time, but usually when I'm watching it, I kind of like even fast forward past the part of the family. I like it when he's actually in, the The Day of
Just,
the
I'm
Dead.
sorry, the
Okay.
end of that movie I'm almost
It's-
weeping just thinking
yeah,
about
it
the
is.
end of Coco. Yeah.
I love Coco.
That's why you
I
gotta
do.
watch the Coco live at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good. It's not sad. It's just very good. Okay, we are now moving on to the live action portion of our
Okay.
lives.
And just so you know, I have not been keeping score, so I hope you have.
I have. I've been writing down. I just have to add them.
I'm fairly sure you're way ahead.
Yeah, maybe I didn't make these questions fair, but to be fair, I thought Al would win. So
What did you say earlier?
I'm
you said,
okay.
I don't know who could win. It really could go either way.
I'm okay with
but
this.
I figured, I don't know.
Well,
I could
he'll
lose
get
this whole thing, and that just made me happy. So there you go.
That was just like my leaning towards. Well, also, Mama's good. I don't know. Okay.
Thanks.
Mom.
Well, both of us are doing badly today. So
This is your first question, Mom. What flavor is Jane's medicine in Mary Poppins?
Oh, cherry cordial.
Al, what is the flavor of Jane's medicine in Mary Poppins?
rum punch.
No, that was Mary Poppins flavor.
That is
You're right.
correct. It was Mary Poppins flavor. And Mom, you were close, but it was actually lime cordial.
Oh, lime cordial.
So no points for that.
What was
one.
Michael's then?
I don't know. I don't know much about live action movies.
Lime cordial. Rum punch.
Good impression. You should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Okay, Al. Are you ready for this question?
I am ready for this question. Although I
Okay.
haven't been ready for any of the others. So I don't know why this one should be different.
What school did the students in High School Musical attend?
Wildcats, blah, blah, blah. It was in a phony New Mexico.
Pretty good, actually. More
Strangely
than
enough, I have seen this movie a number of times, and I
you
can't
told
explain
me
to
you
you why.
had not seen it.
I didn't think he did. I was wrong.
Okay.
No, I've seen it.
Okay, good. Then you should know.
I don't know the name of the school.
You have any guess?
It's something like I have no guess. Sweet Valley High.
No. Mom, what would be your guess?
It's East. I just
It's
don't know if
not
it's
complicated.
Eastern. I don't know if it's East High or Eastern High. I'm going to say East High.
Good job.
Is it East High?
Yep, East High School.
I just knew because
But
Emma.
it's in a Sweet Valley, so I think I should get those points.
No, Emma went to Westview High, and they were the Wildcats. And so I'm always like, oh, well, High School Musical is the opposite East. So I didn't know if it's East or Eastview or Eastern or East, whatever.
That was the
East
good
High
part
School.
about school,
Yeah.
That were kind of like High School Musical.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, your turn. In the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, which seaport is visited frequently in order to recruit new crew members?
Which what? I'm sorry, say that. Which Seaport?
Yes, Seaport.
Oh, Tortuga.
Yep, good job.
Tortuga.
Yep.
Tortuga.
Which means turtle.
I know. That's why I knew it was Tortuga. That's the only reason. Because I remember it means turtle.
Al.
And
are you ready?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In the
Yes.
Muppets movie 2011.
Ugh. No, I like that movie. But when you said the Muppets movie, I got very excited
I know.
because
You
I
thought
was
it was the
thinking
old
Rainbow
one.
Connection.
Right.
It was not.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the new one, the one I like.
Well, someday we'll find it.
The lovers, the dreamers.
That movie, what was the name of the Muppet tribute band Fozzie Bear was a part of at the beginning of the movie?
Oh, I gotta say, this movie was really good. So I'm not one of those things that people that's like, oh, the old movie. No, the original Muppet movie was great, but the new one was really good. It was called
This
The
is the one with
Muppets, if I'm
Jason
not mistaken.
Segel, right?
With
Okay.
Jason Segel.
Yeah.
The Muppet tribute band. Oh my God, because it was a play on the old band. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna say
Don't overthink it.
it's like a play on Dr. Teeth. It was like Dr. Gums or something like that. I don't know. I got nothing.
No, that's not it. Mom, do you know? I don't think you've seen this movie, have you?
No, I did see it, but I don't remember it. I don't remember because I only saw
It's
it the
really
one time.
good. I'm not gonna lie. It was
I
pretty
just
funny.
remember the Sheldon character, and then the everything is great, everything is grand. You got the whole wide world in the palm of your hand. I give up. Yeah, I don't know it.
It was the Muppets. They were
Oh.
called-
Oh, yeah, really overthought it.
Yeah. I was trying to help. Okay, so no points for that one. Wow, this is
A lot of no points. People, this is an exciting audio adventure for the people
Yeah.
listening.
Totally.
Okay, Mom, your question. I'm sorry if I butcher his name. Ewan McGregor.
It's pronounced Disney.
It's pronounced I worked.
How do you say it?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan.
Yeah, that guy was recently in 2 live-action Disney films, not Star Wars.
Oh,
Where were they, and what were his roles?
for real? Oh, Al's gonna get this one. 2 live-action Disney films that weren't Star Wars, and all I can see is Obi-Wan and Moulin Rouge. And Moulin Rouge was not a Disney film by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, come on, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
To be honest, I did not even know he played Obi-Wan Kenobi when I was making this question. But then I checked his IMDb, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Obi-Wan. Crap, I didn't even... Live-action Disney movie. 2 of them that were not Star Wars.
Yeah.
Was
Okay,
the
I'm
other one
gonna
Star
say-
Wars?
No, okay, I am going to say the Muppets as one.
Okay.
And I got nothing.
I'm a little worried about this now. Hold
Why?
on. Okay, no, I was right, because I was thinking, I'm like, he must be kind of older, but no, I mean, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What did you say? The Muppets?
Yeah, I said the Muppets, and I got nothing.
Okay,
I got nothing.
do you have any guesses?
I have Big Fish,
Big Fish was
and I can
Disney?
tell by your face that maybe that's not it. Big Fish. I mean, it was a what's his face movie, and he does most of his movies with Disney, so maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Oh, I mean, was that a Disney movie?
Oh.
I think it was, but I could be wrong.
Now that we said Tim Burton, now I think I know what it was.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say Citizen Kane.
Oh my God, you're like, was it Alice in Wonderland? Was he in Alice in Wonderland?
No.
Oh.
No, Big Fish was Sony. Okay. Anyways, it was
Disney wants to buy Sony so they can get Spider-Man.
Yeah, I really hope they do, because it would be
Tom
sad.
Holland. Okay.
No, he was Christopher Robin, and Christopher Robin.
Oh, I like that movie.
What the heck? Oh my God.
Think, McFly. Think.
Oh my God.
I really like that movie.
He was also the voice of Lumiere in the live-action version.
Oh, he was.
Now, can you really call that Beauty and the Beast live action, since there was so much
I
animation?
really hated that.
Oh, please, they call Jungle Book live.
Trust me, that was the
action.
5th worst thing about that Beauty and the Beast movie.
Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about Christopher Robin. That wasn't even like that wasn't even where I was going.
And I really like that movie. Oh.
I did too. So does Emma.
Christopher Robin is one of my favorite movies. I really liked it. I'm sorry, the dog is growling, so I'm trying to fix that situation. Okay, Al, are you ready? No one got any points for that, so
No, we sucked.
that's disappointing.
But if
to be
Disney ever buys Sony, I'll get that point retroactively.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely. Okay. Al, are you ready? Mom, listen closely. I don't want to repeat the question.
I'm taking notes.
Okay. Who directed the Dumbo live action remake, and what other Disney movies were they involved in? List at least 2.
Okay. It was Tim Burton. It was terrible, first of all.
Yeah.
He was a producer on A Nightmare Before Christmas. He also directed the Alice in Wonderland and its sequel.
Yes, that's correct.
That's,
do you know any
exactly.
other movies he was a part of? He already got the points, but do you know any other? movies they were part of? That he was a part of?
Coraline wasn't Disney.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know, what was it? What was the other Disney?
He's done a lot of movies for Disney.
Yeah, he has. But all I think about is Alice, the Alice in Wonderland ones, and Dumbo.
Yeah.
Which I never saw either.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
of course, Nightmare.
But it was actually Frankenweenie.
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't know that was Disney either.
Yeah. And Jane Giant Peach.
Oh, duh.
Was Pee-wee's Big Adventure Disney?
No.
No.
No way. No way.
Probably
Paul
not.
Rubin and Disney? I don't think so.
Emma, just so you know, this apropos of nothing, Tim Burton also directed Batman, not for Disney, but a very, very good movie about a fantastic character. You should see it.
I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Burton movies. They're just not my style.
Even Nightmare?
Well, it's cool, but claymation creeps me out. So
You know what I say about Tim Burton? We get it. You were an unpopular child. Move on. Okay? We get it, Tim. 30 years you've been making the same movie. Oh, I'm an outcast. Ugh. You're a gazillionaire now, Tim. Make a different movie.
That's true. Okay, we are moving on to the final round, which is the Walt Disney round. So there are only 4 questions in this round. Mom, you have the first question.
Okay.
We have to do it in our Midwest accents, our Walt Disney accents.
Oh, God.
I feel like this could go bad quickly. Okay. What was the last movie Walt Disney worked on?
Oh, God. Al knows all this stuff more than I do. Darn it. What came out? Okay, total guess. Jungle Book?
Yep, that is.
Now, let's be clear. This technically has 2 answers.
Okay.
Why?
Because The Happiest Millionaire was the last live action movie, and his last movie released before he passed away.
I knew that you were going to bring up live action too, because I don't know any of the live action.
But no, you totally get the point. I just have to be a Disney.
You can get a half point for Al for pointing that out.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because if that's really.
I'm so far behind. What's the difference?
I don't think you are. But that's another one of those things that was just living in my brain that I didn't really know, but it was popping out to the front. Like, you have to say this. And I was like, no, brain, you've got to be wrong.
I do always remember it's the Jungle Book because I always want the Jungle Book to be better.
Oh, come on. You know, my life is the Jungle Book. I love the Jungle Book.
It's not a terrible movie. It's just there's not a lot of plot in the Jungle Book. It's just not as good as the earlier movies.
Okay, can we take a sidebar? Have you read, this has nothing to do with Disney, have you read Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book?
Oh yeah, I read almost everything Neil Gaiman does. Yeah.
Okay, well, I just thinking that I used to think The Graveyard Book was like this really sadistic, weird story for kids to read, but then once I heard it was the Jungle Book, now I'm like, I get it.
Yeah,
like,
right, totally.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, all right.
And I have been at 2 parties where Neil Gaiman was at during Comic-Con.
Oh, during I was like, what, like Berkeley parties? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna continue.
Okay, Al. Why was the Peter Pan story so important to Walt?
Walt actually played Peter Pan in a play when he was a child.
That is correct.
Al's gonna kick butt on this one. I know it.
I am a Walt Disney amateur Walt Disney historian. This is true.
That's good. I didn't know that, actually. So
There's pictures you can go find online. Maybe we'll put it up on the Instagram, pictures of Walt in his sort of Peter Pan getup when he was a kid.
Yeah, that was one that came up a lot when I was looking up for Walt Disney history, like trivia questions. It was interesting. Okay, Mom, this is a pretty easy one. When was Walt Disney born? What's his birthday?
You mean the year or the birthday?
The day, month, and year.
Oh, crap. And Al's going to get this.
As much as you can. If Al can guess more, then he'll get the point. But guess as much as you can.
I'm going to say his birth year was 1901.
Okay. Do you have any more?
No, I can't remember. I want to say December, but then that might have been the month he died. Did he die in December or was he born in December?
I'm not telling you. But
I can tell you when Disneyland opened. I can tell you when Disney World opened.
That's not my question.
Those are not the questions.
But
July
I can
17th,
tell you that
1955, by the way.
Yeah.
October 1st, 1971.
Okay, so your guesses are December and 1901?
Yeah.
Okay, Al, do you have...
I believe it was December 15th, 1901.
Oh, I don't know who to give it to because it was December 1901, but it was December 5th.
Oh.
So we'll do half points for you both.
Oh, that's interesting.
He also died in December, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what threw me because
Okay.
it was within a few days of his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. That is very interesting.
Well, it's funny because there's a whole big thing on it at the Walt Disney Family Museum there was like, I think the last thing I did outside of the house before I got locked in for quarantine.
Oh, I would really like to go there. I know what
Oh,
year he moved to California.
all would love it there.
And I know what year he put out Steamboat Willie. And the reason I know those 2 dates is because they're tattooed on my ankle.
Also not my question. Okay, this is the final question.
Oh, we have a final question?
Well, it's
for Al. Right. Okay.
Who was Walt's favorite princess? Bonus points if... No, never mind. Who was Walt's favorite princess?
It's Snow White because that was the closest to his heart. That's the one that's changed everything. Snow White.
Mom, what was his favorite princess?
Cinderella.
Yep.
What? I disagree.
I remember that. No, I remember that from somewhere.
It's true. It's like I was reading about it in a couple of different things just to, check my sources. Is like some scene with the slipper or something that he really liked, but also she saved the company.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Remember that?
So did Snow White.
Well,
and so did 101 Dalmatians. And so did Mary Poppins.
Okay.
They got into trouble a lot in that old studio. I should have answered Lillian. That's what
that would have been good points, actually. Okay, so I have to calculate all these, so please talk about something else.
Like the fact that we really need to study up on our Disney.
That we're old and I was thinking about this when we came up with the idea of doing this. Like when we did this the first time, like I spent most of my free time when I was avoiding studying for school, like reading Disney books and stuff like that. And now I'm like, when was the last time I actually read it? I read Walt's biography 5 years ago, and then I watched the documentaries on Disney Plus. But because of life, I can't remember the last. I spent a lot of time studying this stuff when we were in school.
Well,
and just so listeners know, this was not my major.
No.
But great if that was a major.
If they had a Disney major, I would have majored in it.
I think that's what Emma would also be majoring in right now if they had that.
Yeah.
When we played this the first time too, there weren't many parks to have trivia on. You know what I mean? There was Disneyland, there was Magic Kingdom, and Epcot, and that's it. That's it. Yep. MGM. When it opened, that opened in '89, so that would just open when you and I met.
Right.
It opened in the spring and
literally,
you and I met in the fall.
Star Tours and Splash Mountain had just opened.
Yeah. Well, Star Tours opened. Yeah. Well, Star Tours opened
in '87.
Yeah.
When we were in high school.
And Splash Mountain too, right?
Splash Mountain, I want to say, opened when we were in college. I think it was 88, 89 because it was named. Remember, it's a little known piece of trivia. Splash Mountain was named for the movie Splash.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it was.
How do you even figure it has nothing to do with the movie Splash?
I know, but the movie Splash was very popular at that time, and they wanted to coast off of some of the publicity around that. That is a true fact.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with the big splash at the end of the mountain.
No.
Okay, nope. Of course not. Right.
No, they wanted to ride off of the thing of the movie.
All right. Well, that's fair. But I know I went on it before I went to Fresno State. So it must have been right 88, 89.
Yeah, because I was at Fresno State 2 years before you were.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's true.
A year after you left, so we won't talk about that. But
I went to junior college first, so I did go to college.
I just
That's
spent
true.
6 years getting my 4-year degree, but
yeah.
there's a lot of people who go to college for 6 years.
Well, Emma's on that track now.
They
So.
they
Yeah,
usually
Emma.
give them master's degree. Emma, if it helps, I'm like 14 times your age and I'm still in school. So
For his doctorate.
That's okay. I'll still be there. Well, okay, I tallied up the points.
Okay.
I want to say overall, I'm pretty disappointed in both of you.
to be fair,
That's great.
that was the case before this. So
I really had high hopes that I could do some fun trivia because you would know, but you didn't. So here we are. You could have gotten a total of 34 points.
sure.
Our winner is, drum roll please, Mom, coming in at 14.5 points.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
With 8 points.
I am
8?
ashamed of myself. I am totally ashamed of myself. I knew I was doing terribly. Now, to be fair, Emma, I think if Andee and I put together a trivia contest for you and a player of your choosing, and it would all be things before you were born, because you picked
We might have
everything
to
after
do
you were
that.
born.
We might have to do that.
I don't know how you would do.
Oh my, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. However, I did work at Disney World, so I feel like
That's fair.
I would have some. But together, your points combined 22.5. So let's see. You averaged a D together on this.
Well, we're all in this together. So
there are a few more trivia questions that I added in here for bonus questions because I thought they were fun.
give them to
so
us.
Would you like to try to answer some of these?
Yes, just
100%.
Okay. Do you know what the hidden Mickeys represent? Why they're there? They have a specific meaning.
They represent Disney.
Yes, but they have a specific meaning of why they're there. Why?
I would say, and this is probably wrong, it has to do with keeping in mind that it was all started by a mouse. It's sort of a subtle reminder of where the whole thing started.
I like that answer. What I learned was that it's Imagineers signatures. So specifically, like on the rides, they'll put a hidden Mickey in a certain spot, and that's kind of like their signature of how
That's
they
lovely.
did the ride. Okay. What was the most stolen prop in Disneyland's Fantasyland? Now, this was as of a couple years ago. I don't know if this has changed, but in Disneyland's Fantasyland, what was the most stolen?
The most stolen prop? I know people used to really roll up a piece of paper and put it in Mr. Toad's hand. It looked like he was smoking marijuana, but that's not stealing something.
That's a good piece of trivia, though. I feel like that's a fun fact.
What can you steal?
Oh, Dumbo's feather.
Wait, no, or is it the I think I know this. I think it's the apple in Snow White's Scary Adventure, and then they changed it so it was holographic so people couldn't steal it anymore.
That's correct. Yeah, so many people were taking it in the ride. They had to put a hologram in there. That's like one of Annika's favorite pieces of trivia.
I didn't even know that. Look at that.
Did my computer freeze?
I don't
Nope,
know.
not on my end.
Freeze on our end.
Oh, no, I know. I'm sorry. My Google does. Okay. What was the most expensive theme park in Disney World, and why was it so expensive to build?
I would probably, at the beginning or overall, because I was going to say Animal Kingdom.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah,
Animal
a lot of that expense was like the later editions, but it could still be Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Animal Kingdom, and of course you have to take it into consideration of like what prices were when each park was built, but it's because they actually like Imagineers went to India, Nepal, and different parts of Asia and actually brought stuff back. So that's why, like in Everest, all of that stuff in there is basically like from across the world. So
little known fact, they actually chopped off the top of Mount Everest and brought it to Florida.
Actually, a little known fact, the designer of Animal Kingdom hated Everest. So Everest is the tiny, ugly mountain of the Forbidden Mountain. That's also another fun fact.
I always say Everest is just the Matterhorn, but they had to name it something different.
No, it's completely different.
Yes, Everest is amazing.
Hey, I love Everest. It's one of my favorite, don't get me wrong, but it is, let's be clear, it's like we need another mountain toboggan ride.
That's fair, but also not at all.
It's not a toboggan. It's a train.
It's a plussed up Matterhorn, and we all know it.
It is not.
Matterhorn is terrible. Okay, can you guys name all of Triton's daughters from The Little Mermaid?
Oh,
without
Alana, Trista, Trina. I don't know. You should know.
Chico,
No, it's
Zeppo.
in the song. We are the Doctors of Triton.
Yeah, I just did it. That's why I put it in.
I know.
Ariel?
Yeah.
What is it? Alana?
Atina, Arista, Quada, Alana, Adela, Andrina, and Ariel.
There you go.
I think
We're trying got around.
My other questions. I had some more music trivia, but obviously you guys did not do well at that at all.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because it's all like Billie Eilish. What are you doing? Come on.
Oh, I'm
There was
sure.
not a Sherman Brothers question in that whole thing.
That's true.
I think
There
it would
wasn't.
be hilarious if Billie Eilish.
All right, so next trivia question, next trivia thing, we're doing you and a friend for sure.
Actually, you should just do me and Annika and see who gets more. She might.
Yes, you raised them.
She does a lot more research on.
She does do a lot more research. That's true. All right. Well, this has been a fun trivia day.
No,
Actually, we suck big time. But that's good. So we'll put this on YouTube and put it on the podcast. People can listen to it or watch our lovely expressions as we get these questions wrong. Al, do you want to close this out?
We're now steaming back to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you'll be leaving us here, stay in your seat till we come to a full stop. We sure hope you've enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back and see us again real soon. Thank you for visiting Dueling Disney.